Hello everyone and welcome back to Nightingale Plays Factorio. Got a brand new series starting up here, Mercantilism and Misanthropy. It's quite a mouthful, that name. We're going to have fun saying that one. So before I tell you what this series is all about, let's go through the mods that we've got. So there's going to be a lot of them for this one, but it's all good stuff. It's mainly a Bob's mod and Misanthrope playthrough, as you might have guessed from the name. But I'll go through all of them. So Autofill fills stuff up when you put them down. I did make one small tweaked autofill, and that's to make the turrets work with Bob's mod's ammo, because otherwise in the late game it just becomes painful. AutoTrash is just an absolutely lovely one by Chumiko that gives you a little button that you can set items that will automatically get trashed. We've got all of Bob's mods. Crafting speed research is a research that allows your crafting speed, pocket crafting speed, to go up. EvoGUI is something I'm definitely going to be playing with because that works quite well with Misanthrope. Farl, this is going to be a very heavy train playthrough, so fast filter fill. I honestly don't even... Oh, that's right. This one's to duplicate filter settings in cargo wagons and stuff like that. Landfill, I'm going to be playing with the terrain fragmentation on high, so Landfill is going to be very useful. Long reach, I just can't play without it anymore. MoreLight, so you guys can see better. Radar 2.0, so that's the radar mod that I like using. I did make one small tweak to the circuits that are needed for it, just to make it a little bit better with Bob's mod, because I found the progression was there's the two last tiers of radars. You end up getting them basically at the same time. So I moved that one middle tier back a little bit, so it'll be more of an early game thing. The rail tanker, definitely something that we want. So the rail tanker car for transporting liquids. The fat controller, one of those almost completely necessary mods for a heavy plane playthrough. The train position and length fix. So this is something I've complained about a lot. The trains are, it doesn't say here how long they normally are, but they're like 7.6 tiles wide or something like that. And just, they never align right. And it just drives everybody nuts. But this changes it so it's 8 tiles wide horizontally, and nobody cares about vertical because vertical stations are stupid because they're small. The upgrade planner, just a nice little thing to do. More Bob stuff. And of course, Misanthrope, one of the key mods of the playthrough. It just makes biter stuff better. Smarter trains, the smart train stops. That'll be lots of fun. Bob's RSO, of course, more Bob stuff. And finally, because we're going to be playing with lots and lots of biters, the Orbital Ion Cannon. Very late game. We'll see if I ever get to this point, but that should be some fun. Alright, so let's move on to the game settings. Alright, so here's the game settings that we're going to be playing with. So the key points are enemy bases. I've got them turned right up to the maximum, so this is going to be a heavy biter playthrough. Frequency, everything's on very high. I do have RSO, but this means I'll be searching for stuff a lot less and pushing through the enemy biter bases a little bit less. Size, pretty much all default, with the exception of crude oil. I just hate having to get more and more oil, so increase the oil as much as I can to kind of reduce that grind a little bit. Galena, I meant to be good. So the 4 sort of main starting ones, I bumped the richness up to good, just to maybe give us a little bit more time in that starting base. And lead, I bumped that one up too because it gets used in the late ammo production. And with all these biters, we're going to go through a lot of ammo. So lead and copper and oil stuff are all heavily used in the ammo production. So those ones I want increased at least a little bit. Terrain segmentation's on high, so there's going to be a lot more sneaky rivers and sections like that. So it should make the terrain just a little bit more defensible, a little bit more interesting. I'm not too worried about getting blocked out, of course, because I have landfill. Alright, so let's hit the generate button, and we'll see you on the other side with a map. All right, so here we go. Here's our map. Got a lot of desert. That's going to be worrisome. Biters absolutely everywhere. Our stone's a bit far off, but the iron, coal, and copper are all relatively close together, so that should be good. So let's get this going. Alright, so we get our first iron going. Perfect. Run off, get some stones. Typical opening moves. Let's do 15 stone. That should be enough for my 2 coal ones, and then another one to come back and do the stone so I don't have to manually mine stone ever again. So this playthrough, Misanthrope, I've talked about a little bit already. I've got kind of improved biter mechanics, lots and lots of biters as well, so that should be good. But the mercantilism aspect, so the idea there is that we're going to be doing something very similar to Mangled Pork's Factorio towns. And how that is working for him is that it's just got different, it's more wood there, different kind of different bases, different factories are responsible for building different things. What are we missing here? Just the 3. So we're going to have obviously very heavy on the trains, and we're going to use have all these different bases that produce different things. So starting from the bottom of the production chain, obviously we're going to have our mining bases, which are then going to move the raw ores to smelting bases, which will then probably, I'm thinking I'll have like a warehouse that takes like all the finished metals. And then from the warehouse, I'll go to different manufacturing areas that do things like build gears, for example, or putting all the gears and other things together into a finished product. So that's the idea. So I'm going to be rushing fairly quickly towards turrets, because when the biter attack does come, it's going to be pretty big. So I need to be prepared for it. Here we go. All right. Get a 5, or maybe actually I'll need 10. Oh, no, don't want that coal. So I'm going to be doing our best to rush here towards getting that military tech. Okay, what do we need next? Let's do an extra iron. I'll just get in my inventory. I got 2 iron. Let's get our copper going. Just a single copper should be good to start. And then, do we want to bump up our coal production? Let's just keep it with 2. I mean, the coal is the one that's closest to biters. It's already starting to aggro them, so I just want to sort of slow play that as best as possible. So, offshore palm. I'm missing basic circuits. Do we have enough wood? Probably enough, but we'll just grab a couple more as we walk up there. So queue up our research. It's definitely going to be military. So I'm going to do the bare minimum. We'll do offshore pump, boiler, steam engine. And we're also going to need at least a couple electric poles. So we're just missing the stone here. Okay, and boiler. And lab. Lots of iron. Lots of circuits. Yes, just sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm just concentrating here. I really want to get this out before the first biter attack comes, because I don't want it to be a regular thing in my series where as soon as the biters come, the first biter attack I die from, which could happen because yeah, we've got the biter settings turned up pretty high. Okay, where's our lab? Basic circuits. So we're missing some coal or some copper. There we go. Have we got enough for our lab yet? Yes, we do. Okay, so after the lab, we're going to have to start really pumping out the ammo as quickly as possible. Let's do 2 labs to try and get this out as quickly as possible. Second lab, still need more copper. Should we get a second copper set up right away? Seems like it might not be a bad idea. Not too concerned about placement at this point. Finish this and then cancel. What do we got? We got 7, maybe 2 more? Should have been counting. Okay, need to pretty much be building something all the time. Make use of the crafting time. Alright, so what do we need? We need more science packs. We're missing iron, good. What we're gonna do, did we build that second lab? No. Second lab's more important. 6 is probably enough to finish the military tech. Alright, so after the lab, let's do magazines. Alright, got our lab. Perfect. So got 10 on the go, plus what's in there. I think that should be enough for our first 2 techs. Should be enough to get us up to turrets. And turrets need guns, or turrets need ammunition. Alright, good. Turrets next. important than the ammunition is my own gun. Might want to think about increasing our iron production, because those turrets are actually going to take up quite a bit of iron. I think I'm going to need... I want at least 2 turrets up there before I really start feeling comfortable. Let's definitely... Okay, good. So I'm not going to worry about armor crafting. I'll research it. I'm not going to do it right away, though. Alright, turrets, next priority. So obviously we're going to be short on iron. No surprise there. Copper, we're looking just fine. Ammo is low. So it's just all iron. How many gears do we have? 2, 3, 4. Let's get enough gears for 1. Alright, first turret, go. Okay, second turret. Got the gears, just need the iron. Hopefully that's enough in that turret. I don't have a whole ton of ammo to spare. Okay, second turret. Second turret. 2 iron. Second turret. Go. Alright. Next, more ammo. That attack is coming. Once I fend off the first attack, things are going to be looking a lot better. Whoa! When did that happen? Okay. So the first small attack already came. These are probably going to be massing up for another attack. It's the first big attack that I've got to really worry about. Okay, what do we want? More ammo? More turrets? Got 2 up there. Yeah, I think just definitely more turrets. Get up to maybe 4. Alright, I got 3 turrets up here. Starting to feel comfortable. I have more turrets than I have miners. I can start actually doing some other stuff here. Like getting ammo. Alright, I'm starting to feel safe, which means it's probably about time for them to come. I don't see a big massing yet. It's starting to make me nervous. I feel like they should have come by now. matter, but let's get you more coal. Who's this guy looking for coal? Totally out. Just a little bit of the wood. I think I need maybe one more science pack. Okay, we've got armor crafting. Next is going to be automation, so we can start getting an actual factory going. Oh man, I'm just waiting for that first attack. So this first base is going to be kind of a throwaway base. We're going to try and keep it small. Thinking the limitations, I'll probably build down south and we'll just do like 1 half belt per product. So I'll have a half belt of iron, half belt of copper, and we'll just base everything off that. Okay, now I'm getting worried the attack's going to come from a different direction then. So the next direction I was worried about was the south. So let's get some turrets down here. Now, hopefully our 3 turrets up there is plenty. I really don't need to worry about the iron so much anymore. Or about the coal. Oh, not building anything. Can we build a turret? Be nice to get gears automated. Alright, 1 came. Alright, so what are we going to automate first? Probably do straight up science automation, maybe. Then, yeah, straight up science automation, do it in the way that I can steal the gears from it. It's really what we're missing here, is gears. Probably going to want the better, actually, these bullet damage, bullet shooting speed are probably a good idea to bang those out early. Really got to make sure I set up proper defenses here. This is, biters are going to be a real threat, at least early in this campaign. Later on, once I wall up, things should be safer. So, the other thing I'm not going to be doing, partially because it's going to take a lot of time, and partially because it's sort of the point of this campaign, is I'm not going to be going and clearing out biter bases. I mean, I'll clear it out when I need their land, but I'm just going to wall up. And that's it. They're going to come. They're going to attack. I'm going to repair stuff. So be it. That's just the way it's going to be. More ammo. More ammo. Okay, I expected the attack from this direction to come long, long ago. So maybe that means that going with just these 2 coal miners was a good idea. If I'd gone for more, it probably would have happened differently by now. Alright, do you need to start worrying about these guys? These guys pretty soon. And these guys, not quite yet. So we've got defenses in 2 areas. Okay, let's get some turrets down here. I think I just want to get at least 3 turrets in each of these areas. And then I'll get a radar down soon too. I'll probably rearrange this area to get a proper, nice, long electric engine generator going. For now, let's just do that and that. 9 and 8 is fine. 4. What are we doing for stone? Plenty of stone. Whoops, these guys need us more. Alright, let's finish off automation now. Is that about 4? 3 probably? Alright, I built this box to put this gun in. Alright, that should be enough to finish off automation. Alright, logistics pretty soon, but not that soon. One of the changes I made is the lights. I made them use basic circuit boards. It just takes way too long in Bob's Mod to get lights. Radar. No, I'm not going to be using that radar anytime soon. Not going to use that one. So bullet damage 50, bullet shooting speed. They're just so expensive, those tech. I really, really want to get sniper turrets, but I think that's going to have to wait a little bit. Yep, let's go straight into bullet damage. It's going to be quite a bit to get that one going, but let's build us some assembly machines. But see, there it is. So I had definitely enough turrets that it just wasn't even of concern. So I had about 3 before. That was about 20 biters. That was pretty sizable. Like, if I didn't have turrets, they would have eaten through that in no time and eaten through me in no time. So there you go. It doesn't seem like it, but I really did need to concentrate on the base defense this early. So we are going to set up a couple turrets over here so that we're fully defended, and then we are going to get our automation going. But actually, then let me finish the turrets. This turret shouldn't take long, right? Right. Except that I'm out of iron. All right, I'm going to need to increase my iron production too. But 2 more. All right, so next episode we're going to finish securing our base and get some automation going. So I really hope you're liking the series so far. I hope you like the idea behind it. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know how you think I'm doing. Or hit the like button and definitely drop me a subscription.